Hello, it's I, Dr. Big Back, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. Um, this isn't really game based. This is a video I got from someone you may know if you've been a longtime viewer of mine, or if you're in my Discord. My buddy Stroyo gave me this idea while on a call, and it's basically me yapping. So, as you saw in the title, today's video I'm just going to be just yapping about myself and my life. And yeah, and I would like to say something is if you have any suggestions for what I should play in the background, like if I should just like do shit in Minecraft, if I should just play Siege, stuff like that, do let me know. But yeah, also if you want me to talk about a certain topic, uh, also let me know, because I would love to like talk about a lot of different stuff, but like I want to know what you guys would like me to talk about. So yeah, so it could rather be like, I don't know, what's your opinion on so and so? What, like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? You know, stuff like that. I'm a little bit of an open book, but yeah, if you guys enjoy the video, please let me know. If you guys would rather me steer more towards just like other types of content, please also let me know. Just don't be too harsh, but any criticism is welcome. Any criticism, sorry, is welcome. My name is Hunter Dale Watkins. My middle name being Dale after Dale Earnhardt, who is a famous racer. I was born January 26, 2009, which makes me 17 years old right now. I was born in Seneca, South Carolina, which is a very small town. Um, it's not like a really big city. It's not like farm. Well, partly. There's a town, but then there's like deep country areas. I did move around a lot in my life because like financial situations were very tough everywhere me and my mom went. I've been to 7 different elementary schools. I've attended 2 different middle schools, and once I start school, I will have attended 2 different high schools. So I've been to a lot of different schools in my life. I wouldn't say I'm antisocial, but I'm definitely not a very extroverted person in general, if I'm being completely honest. I'm a little more talkative in videos and stream because I'm a lot less pressured to do so. Because if you saw me in person, I probably wouldn't say a word to you. Not because like I'm judging you or I think I'm better than you. It's just because like I said, I'm not a very talkative person. Ever since I was little, I've always thought about doing content creation in YouTube, but I've never really like put in the work. I've never really, I never really thought about it in a passionate way. Like the seed was planted, but like I didn't really let it sprout. But recently, in about December of 2025, I really started to commit to it, and is a big passion in my life, and I love streaming. I love entertaining. I'd love to go through with it. I actually used to want to do video game development when I was in middle and early high school. However, because of shitty teachers, stupid situations, stuff like that, my passion for that kind of got killed. I will also be sharing some personal stuff about me, so just a heads up. I am, in general, a very sensitive person. I don't really. Sometimes it's not clear, but I care a lot about what people think of me, and I don't, not in a bad way. Like, I don't want people to think of me as a bad person, because I try my best to be a good person. I try my best to be authentic. I try my best to just be real. I hate unauthenticity. What's the word? I hate when people are fake. In about 2017 to 2019, I watched a lot of Mr. Beast, and he has very humble beginnings, and he's come very far. But like he was my idol, I'd argue. Inspire me to keep going regardless of where I start. However, nowadays he's not how he used to be. I mean, he's done good things, of course, and I respect that, but he's treats it more like a business than something to be like happy about. But my main inspirations of streaming and YouTube in general is Queso and Jinxie. They are 2 very wholesome, very authentic streamers, and I'd like if I ever got big, I'd love to collab with them. It would be a dream come true, but I don't know if I'll ever get that big, but I have hopes. Until about 8th grade, I never really had like real friends. That's another reason I'm kind of introverted slash I'm a bit more sensitive than a lot of people, is because I'm scared to lose my current friends, and like I'm scared that like they're gonna change and they're gonna leave me in a rough position, as have happened in my past. When I was in 4th grade, I will not state any names, but I used to have a group of people I used to hang out with only in school, and they kind of just treated me like I was a nuisance, like I didn't matter to anybody, like I was a ghost. And that's like, if I had to summarize my years between kindergarten and kindergarten and 7th grade, it would just, like, in one word, I would just say invisible, because I genuinely felt invisible for a long time. My mother, I'm very close with my mother. I love her to death. And one reason that I felt so alone is because she went through a lot in her lifetime, and she gets stressed out, and I don't like burdening her with my own issues. 6th and 7th grade, not like joking intentionally. I actually wanted to play football. When I was in middle school, I really wanted to become a football player because a lot of people said, "Oh, hey, dude, you're built for football," and I was like, "Okay, that's cool." But about 9th grade, when I finally went to a real like practice, I lost interest because, well, the coach was a douchebag, and like everyone else was. It was humiliating because people were like fucking with me, and like no one took it seriously. And yeah, it was rough, but that killed my passion for football on the spot there. I didn't think could happen so fast, but I'm kind of glad I didn't do football because another thing about me is there was a phase of my life where I lived in a very shitty condition. I mean, like a broken down trailer and whatnot. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but like I couldn't even brush my teeth. Like I was sick constantly. It was a very bad position, and additionally during quarantine, I didn't really take much care of my dental hygiene, and I actually had to get fillers for most of my teeth. Now my teeth aren't really rotty and stuff, but I did have to get three three root canals, all on my molars. I currently have my left molar is actually sanded down. It's like half of a molar. My right molar is a silver cap, and it's sanded down underneath. And then I'm pretty sure my far back molar is also sanded down because they couldn't fit a cap on it. So I don't know, just like don't you worry. I take much better care of myself now. I'm not a dirty slob. I promise you guys. I don't want you guys thinking I'm a dirty slob. So okay, there's two in there. I was trying to one tap that guy. In about 2025 in October, I discovered Rainbow Six Siege, and it's the game I'm currently playing now. In case you're unfamiliar with the game, but it's a very good game. I don't actually play first-person shooters that much. Before I played Siege, like the only remotely close thing similar to this game I ever played was Enlisted, but I just played it because it was World War II based. I'm backtracking a little bit, but when I moved around a lot, I've been to a lot of different states. Like I've been to complete opposite sides of the USA. Have never lived outside the country, but I've lived in Kentucky, which is where I first started school when I was a toddler. I've lived in South Carolina, of course. I've lived in North Carolina. I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Alaska. on the west coast of Alaska. I'll put a map on screen. They've really made me able to handle extreme temperatures. Not like a superhuman, obviously, but like if the extreme cold and extreme hot, I can survive in like for whatever I need to do. Now sitting in there for like 12 hours a day, obviously would get to me, but and me moving around a lot was also another reason I didn't have many friends because I would only like I would be at a school only for about a year or half a year. Back to Siege. I'm very passionate about this game because of how in depth it is. This game I think takes more brain power than just a game where you just run and gun, run and gun and shoot and shit. Because I enjoy games that require me to use my brain while also being like not tedious enough to actually be able to enjoy. So Hearts of Iron 4 is one of those games, Siege is one of them games, etc. I don't technically have, but my grandma has a cat named Freddy, who I've known since he was like 1 or 2 years old when I moved to Florida. And he's my best buddy. I love that cat to death. I'll show an image on screen for you. But he is a very sweet and kind soul. And yesterday, as I'm recording this, it is Monday. But yesterday was Sunday, and he turned 11 years old. So it's a kind of a bittersweet thing because like I'm glad he's living like a long life, but at the same time, like stuff is limited. So when I lose him, it's gonna hit me hard, and I don't like thinking about it because one thing I fear is losing my mom, and losing Freddy would hurt, but if I lost my mom, it would destroy me. Oh god, I just got slammed. I also love learning languages, but living in the US, it's super difficult because like you don't really you're surrounded like you're completely surrounded by English. Like unless you live where there's like a community of like people from a different country. I want to learn there's 3 languages I want to learn, 4. And those languages are German, primarily German. Another language I'd love to learn is Hungarian because it's a Uralic language, a very unique language in my opinion. I really like the idea, or I really like how unique Hungarian is, especially compared to its neighbors. Another language I want to learn is Korean. This one's a little more recent, but I think the Korean language is super cool. I like the way it sounds also. And I don't know, I think it'd be cool to learn an East Asian language. And the final language I would like to learn before I die is Mandarin, because it's one of the most spoken languages in the world. And it's like, I kind of want to also learn language for bragging rights as well. That's another thing I like about language learning, is that, especially in the US, like, a lot of people are monolingual, and it's kind of a flex to be able to speak another language. But it's very difficult, like I said, to learn a language in the US. I grew up playing GTA 5 on the PS3 and Minecraft on the PS3. They are 2 childhood games of mine that will always have a special place in my heart. I also grew up playing Metal Gear Solid Grounding Zeroes. He's technically my half brother. His name is Stefan. He's a very sweet guy. He introduced me to gaming on like a console. So like GTA 5, Minecraft PS3, like I owe it to him because he's the one who allowed me to play on his PS3. So if it weren't for him, I'd probably like I'm kind of a late I'm kind of a more of a late to the party type of person. And it shows like besides like GTA 5, like I'm not really a veteran at any game I play because I started playing GTA 5 in 2014. One thing I hate is how toxic people are. And a lot of people say like, "Oh, you're just soft. Oh, you're just soft." And like in my opinion, there's a fine line between trash talking and just being a dickhead. A lot of people trash talk, but then like they just like say, "Oh yeah, you should quit the game. Yeah, stop playing this game, bro. Go play something else." You know, there's a difference between something like that and being like, "Oh shit, bad aim, dude." To my Siege players out there, a little fact about me is that I've off hearing, not off hearing. I don't know how to describe it, but I hear less. I'm able to hear less out of my right ear than I am in my left ear because I'm assuming it's clogged. It hopefully is temporary, but it's been a big challenge, especially in a game that needs hearing like Siege. So, but I've I don't know, I can do well, and I'm proud of myself, to be honest. I don't think that hearing is the most important part of Siege, even if it's like a big part of it. This is a very little known fact about me. Actually, I don't think anybody knows this besides myself, but I actually don't like showing my face. I'm very uncomfortable with showing my face to people. And after quarantine started, like when you had to wear face masks and stuff, I I actually wore a face mask throughout seventh and half of eighth grade because it made me feel more comfortable being around people because I was made fun of for my looks all throughout middle school. I was just flat out called ugly by people. So, but I don't really express it because I don't want to seem like a loser or a weirdo who wants to cover his face to try to aura farm. On stream it's not as bad because I'm not really physically there, but like I'm always kind of self-conscious about like showing my face still to this day. But yeah, here in like I think 3 or 4 weeks I'm gonna be going into my senior year of high school. I'm nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am super duper nervous. It's a big change for me, and I know it's a big change for a lot of other people too. But I don't know. I'm uncertain about what the future holds for me. I want to do streaming as a job, and like if you're watching this right now, and like if you tune in my streams most, if not every day, like I seriously thank you because each and every single person who watches my streams, even just for like 1 or 2 hours, is getting me one step closer to me finally being able to achieve a dream of mine. I'm not a very interesting person, to be honest, so I apologize if I don't really have a lot of interesting stuff about me. I do also apologize if this video is really sad, mopey. I want to do this because I got suggested it, and I think it'll be fun just to yap about random stuff, but, like, doing this as a first video, like, I thought, you know, why not do it myself, but I haven't really, like, had a very exciting life, like I said earlier, so I do apologize for that. Call it here, guys. I just wanted to, I don't know, start this kind of thing off, just yapping. If you guys like this, please do let me know. If you don't, also please let me know. Your thoughts would be greatly appreciated because like I said, this was a suggestion from my pal Stroya. So shout out to him. If you guys want me to yap about something, please do comment below. I'll see what it is, and I'll decide if it's not like, you know, something stupid or immature, you know. Please don't troll. Like, give me serious suggestions, please. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care.